What's up everyone, and welcome back to another Pokemon X and Pokemon Y Wi-Fi battle. So this is an Ubers battle. As you can see, there's legendaries all over the place. I just really like Ubers battles. They're working really well for me. I'm, I guess, enjoying them more because these aren't Pokemon that you normally see. And not everyone has access to Pokebank. So when I would do an Ubers battle, it's against people who have access to Pokebank or Pokebank legendaries or anyone who can just set up an Uber's team. So this was completely random. We just decided to battle and it happened about a week ago. So I was still working on my team, and my team is not IV bred or EV trained, and I'm pretty sure, well, he told me that most of his Pokemon are IV, will have good IVs and are EV trained. So already I was at a disadvantage, but I didn't really care because my Darkrai was IV bred, not IV bred, has perfect IVs, and my Deoxys does as well. And those are really the two key things I wanted to use. As you're going to see, I start off with Darkrai here, and he's going to start off with Xerneas. So obviously I'm going to go for the Dark Void. I'm timid nature, so I'm going to outspeed. I don't even think Modest would be slower anyway, so I'm going to miss the Dark Void, which is really unfortunate, but he's going to be able to paralyze me and then start outspeeding me. And obviously Darkrai is going to be a special attacker most of the time, so he's going to set up the light screen first, and I finally get the sleep on this Xerneas, so that's lucky for me. So now I can't get the sleep on anything else, but the Xerneas falls asleep, but it wakes up immediately because of the Chesto Berry. And at this point I realized that it was a Resto Chesto because he told me in the call that I said that's completely useless. How did you know? Like, that's why you started off with Xerneas, because you knew I would start off with Darkrai. But it was actually a Resto Chesto set, and I don't know why he would do that considering he gets Moonlight. So he could have had an item and Moonlight instead, and if he had Moonlight, it would have helped him way more in this battle. So pretty much he's gonna wake up, put Swagger on me, and he's gonna switch into Tornadus. Now Tornadus here really doesn't do too much. I get the Dark Void on this Tornadus, and really throughout the entire battle I do not think Tornadus ever wakes up. I think he just stays asleep. So Tornadus falls asleep. I'm gonna be able to recover health while he's sleeping, so in the next turn I'll be able to get off all of my HP back, and I'm slowly doing damage to this Tornadus. So he's actually gonna switch out his Tornadus and go right back into this Xerneas, as I actually try going for the Ice Beam, but you're gonna see right here I get the Parahex. So he still does not say I have the Ice Beam, and he probably thought I would have switched out or something, because I mean, maybe he could still use Dark Pulse, but maybe that's what he was thinking of. And Tornadus does have Regenerator, but I wasn't thinking about that, at least when I was playing this part of the battle. So his Xerneas in, so, and my Confusion's gone, so he's gonna try setting up a Swagger on me, and then on the next turn, if he gets lucky, because he can probably live a Dark Pulse, because Xerneas is pretty decently bulky. I think it's actually really good at taking special attacks. What am I saying? But he's probably thinking that whether I can pull this off or not, he's gonna survive, because Swagger increases my attack, so that's not gonna benefit me. So it's only a con of making me hit myself with Confusion and doing more damage. So now he's gonna be able to set up the light screen. As you can see, I actually do get the Dark Pulse on him, and it's gonna be a 2-hit KO, but then he has the light screen, so it's gonna be like another 3 hits to kill him. So I already know that I'm not gonna be able to kill him, but I think I got, well, now he's gonna switch out into his Tornadus, but I realized here that his Tornadus had full HP again, and then I'm like, oh my god, Tornadus gets Regenerator, and he's gonna completely abuse Tornadus' Regenerator. So although I'm hitting myself in Confusion a lot, I'm actually going to be able to recover a lot of that. It's really good that I gave Darkrai leftovers over anything else, because that was really just a filler. I needed an item on Darkrai, and leftovers really, if I gave him a different item, Darkrai would have been dead by now. Well, not by now, but he would have been dead really way sooner than he did. So I revealed that I have Ice Beam because I finally get the hit, and he knows that he cannot take another one, so he's going to abuse Tornadus' Regenerator, and he's going to switch out back into his Xerneas. So I'm getting way ahead of myself, but really I did not expect them to abuse Tornadus' thing like this, because the Bad Dreams, even though he has leftovers, the Bad Dreams is going to make it so it's pretty much just counters his leftovers. So I'm going to be able to kill him. So he's going to switch out, get 33% of his HP back, and I don't know why I didn't predict this, but he's going to go into his Xerneas to nicely take that hit. And I mean, over time I'm still getting all my HP back, so it's like he never did anything. He's gonna set up yet another Swagger, and this is just really annoying. So you can see he's stalling out, but he's not making too much progress. He really wants his Tornadus to wake up, and he wants his Xerneas alive. He really just wants his Darkrai, because that's a big threat to his team. Because as you kill every Pokemon one by one, you get to put another one to sleep, and that's completely legitimate, because over time, well, not over time, but every time only one Pokemon's gonna be sleeping. So he really wanted to wall this Darkrai out, so I can tell why he wanted to stall. But I mean, he didn't have anything else on his team that could handle this Darkrai well. So the confusion is gonna take me down to red, and I'm still not gonna get back to yellow healing up. And at this point, I was just gonna sack my Darkrai, but he's gonna switch out into Tornadus. And this told me that the only way he could hit you was indirectly. He did not have any direct attacking moves. So that told me that I could, completely wall out his Cresselia as long as I don't hit myself in confusion. It's sort of like the annoying Klefki set, except Klefki has foul plays, so that's really annoying. So he's gonna go back into Tornadus. Tornadus is all the way back into green. I get the bad dreams, he goes into yellow. And I actually go for the Dark Pulse here, expecting him to switch back into Cresselia, because I don't want Cresselia being able to set up the light screen and reflect, because I think it's about to end in a few turns. But I get the Pair Hack, so now I know he's going to set up another Swagger on me, and my only chance here to beat this Cresselia up before it uses Rest, because I know it has Rest. His moveset, I guess, is Swagger, Thunder Wave, Rest, and I'm not sure if he revealed his last move because I'm trying to pay attention to the overall battle, but I'm actually going to get through the paralysis and the confusion and go for the Dark Pulse, and I guess barely take it out, considering that I have to kill him, I have to hit him 3 times to take him out from half. But I take out the Cresselia, so his Cresselia is finally down, so he has no more Pokemon to set up light screens and reflects and just be that annoying thing. So now he's going to send out his Kyurem. And at first I was thinking, Kyurem is an OU because he doesn't have that good of a moveset. So I was actually really confused at what this Kyurem was supposed to do. He's going to set up the substitute to see if he can get a free sub up, but I get lucky again and go for the Dark Pulse, and that's going to be able to destroy his substitute. No, I am weak as heck because of that light screen. So at this point, I know I cannot take it out. I'm just going to have to sack my Darkrai and try to break his sub before I lose my Darkrai. But he's gonna go for the Earth Power, so it looks like he's actually running a special Kyurem Black, which really he should just be running Kyurem White. I don't know why he's running a special Kyurem Black. Maybe to catch things off guard, because there's always a benefit to every kind of set you run. People would think it's physical, switch into their physical walls, and then you get destroyed because they can't take a special hit. Sort of like Aggron and Avalugg. So I'm going to switch into my Giratina here because he has Aura Sphere, and he's going to go for the strong Ice Beam and destroy this Giratina's life. Giratina barely survives. I go for the Aura Sphere, obviously going to take out his sub. So him setting up that sub was actually much smarter than I thought, because even though he predicted incorrectly in the situation that I did get through the confusion and the paralysis, it was still not good enough to take it out. And I'm not sure if that was because of the light screen, because I think the light screen is off, but up, but pretty much he's gonna destroy this Giratina. But I did get a sub out of the way, so now he's vulnerable. But he is 1 Pokemon ahead of me. He has 5 Pokemon and I have 4, so my best bet here is to go into my Deoxys and go for the Focus Blast. Wow, I'm legit calling it Focus Miss now. And I actually hit the Focus Blast, and that is gonna easily destroy this. At first I thought I brought the wrong Deoxys to this battle, but it turns out that this is actually Attack Deoxys, so obviously it's gonna take it out. But now he's gonna go into his Tornadus. I'm not sure what he was trying to do here, but he's gonna learn really quickly that my Deoxys here has Thunderbolt, and Thunderbolt is gonna destroy this Thundurus as well. So now I'm quickly picking up back at the battle. I guess the fact that Tornadus was asleep kind of made it in my favor, where I can count Tornadus as not even existing because he can't do anything. So Tornadus was in fact asleep for the entire battle, not even a turn. Like the second he gets switched in, he just fell asleep. So I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam here, revealing that I have Ice Beam, but he's gonna survive it and kill me with the Dragon Claw, I think. Yeah, he kills me with the Dragon Claw, and I really did not expect him to live it, but I know that Deoxys isn't so overpowered that he can OHKO anything with a super effective hit. So going into Zekrom was really smart, but I realized that his Zekrom is Life Orb, so he's gonna lose his Zekrom as I lose my Deoxys. So now I'm gonna go into White Kyurem as he goes into his Dialga. And the reason I went into White Kyurem is because I have Focus Mist. Wow, I have Focus Blast on this Kyurem, and that's going to be able to do super effective damage to both of his remaining Pokemon, so it didn't matter which one he sent out. He's going to go for the Draco Meteor, miss the really small chance of missing, and I'm going to miss the really big chance of missing, and then at the next turn, or during the next turn, he's going to hit this Draco Meteor and easily take out this White Kyurem. So that was really my winning card. as I thought at that moment, because Xerneas was part fairy, and I had a feeling that his Dialga had flash cannon. I'm not sure if Dialga can learn it or not, but I had a feeling it had flash cannon. So I'm actually going to go into my Arceus, which is actually Ghost Arceus. I want to pull a prank where I put like Psychic Plate on an Arceus and then call it, like, nickname it Arceus-Poison or something like that. But he knows how to identify what type an Arceus is, so he knows he can safely use a Draco Meteor. It didn't really matter unless it was Pixie or Steel, so I guess the purplish Arceus didn't really matter too much, but he goes for the Draco Meteor, bringing his attack to -4, and I go for the Dark Pulse. I don't know why. I thought it would kill it, but it doesn't. I don't know why I didn't want to use Judgment. It really wasn't that smart of a decision, but he misses the Draco Meteor after that, which was really good because anything could have happened. He could have gotten a crit, and even though he's at -4, it still could have done some good damage. So he's going to bring out his Darkrai, easily take out the Ghost Arceus with Dark Pulse, and now it's 1v1, but I do have the upper hand because this is a Xerneas and that is a Darkrai. So in case you don't know, to use a Xerneas, the best way to use it is give it Geomancy. Oh, I actually go for Protect just to troll him, but the best way to use it is Power Herb Geomancy, because Power Herb works for moves like Solar Beam, so you could use it on the first turn, and Geomancy is pretty much like 2 Quiver Dances, so you get +2 Special Defense, Special Attack, and Speed in 1 turn. So I'm actually going to try going for the Geomancy, but Darkrai outspeeds, and he's going to put me to sleep. So at this point in the battle, I thought I lost, and after seeing him use Nasty Plot, I confirmed it. I'm like, okay, I lost. And I'm still asleep. So he has +2 special attack. And my Darkrai runs Sludge Bomb because I like getting rid of fairies. But it looks like he does not have anything but Dark Pulse. So I'm not sure if you can flinch someone while they're sleeping, but he doesn't get the flinch. I wake up after the 2-turn sleep, and I set up the Geomancy. So now I have +2 special attack, and I can outspeed him because I have double the speed. So I'm pretty sure it was GG here as well, but you're gonna realize soon that there was much more to the battle than you expected. So obviously I outspeed, and I'm gonna go for the Protect just to troll him, but at this point in the battle, I was telling him in before the Focus Sash Darkrai, and he goes for the Dark Pulse, not expecting to Protect again, and I go for the Moon Blast, and he's gonna survive because he does have the Focus Sash, and he told me himself, oh, I didn't even know he had a Focus Sash. I'm like, yeah, BS, you knew he had a Focus Sash. And the key part of this battle was the special attack drop from the Moon Blast. I wouldn't have lived, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 90% sure, I wouldn't have lived the Dark Pulse without that special attack drop, because Geomancy increased my special defense 2 stages, so that pretty much cancelled out his Nasty Plot. But I'm pretty sure he still could have taken me out at that range, but I did get the special attack drop, and that was just crazy. I literally lost at like the edge of the thread, and man, that was a crazy battle. And to think that my team is the underdog because it's not Eevee trained. I mean, Ivy Bred, I'm not going to count that because these are legendaries. There's not much you can do, but mine wasn't Eevee trained except Darkrai. So even though Darkrai did probably the least of the work, it was a really good battle. And I'm probably going to go Eevee train these legendaries. The main reason why I don't have these things Eevee trained is because a lot of the other Ubers teams I fight don't have theirs Eevee trained. And I just want to try. I'm not going to wait for them to Eevee train their Uber's team before, because not everyone wants to Eevee train their legendaries. I mean, they're just for showcasing and stuff. But anyways, that was an amazing battle. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. And be sure to check out John in the description below. And I will see you guys next time.